Okay. Now we got it. We'll get started here. So you are here today. Oh, first of all, I'm Lisa Mosbey, and I work with NowSite Marketing, which is an online, all-inclusive marketing platform that's run by artificial intelligence. Before I get into the company and stuff, who am I and why am I doing this? I have been an entrepreneur for 35 years. I started in technology in the computer industry. In fact, myself and two other partners had a computer training company where we taught real estate agents how to automate their business. We would ship computers around the country, creating classrooms, showing them how to set up a database, how to create email campaigns. Our company actually developed our own CRM. We spent about 10 grand to do that, and grew that to thousands and thousands of names in our database. And this was back in the late 80s. So hard drives had, less memory than we have in our phones or our iPhone or iWatches, those technologies. We had less in our notebook computers. We were one of the largest distributors of notebook computers under the Twin Head brand throughout the country. So this has come full circle for me, because after we sold that company, I went back to school, became a holistic health practitioner, studied herbs and wellness and herbal remedies, herb gardening, that kind of thing. And now I'm back doing this, and I'm tying my two loves together. I work with a lot of wellness professionals to help them show up professionally online. It doesn't matter if that's the industry you're in or a different industry. The idea with this platform is to allow us all to compete with those big companies that have been dominating the internet for so many years. Now we have the tools all in one, and it's affordable for folks. So I will just get right into it. The idea with this platform is really to target or assist mompreneurs, solopreneurs, partnerships, small business owners, folks who have maybe a little bit tighter budget, or people who are getting started to go online, or to show up to, now you've built up maybe a little bit of a following on social media and you're ready to expand and use some other tools out there like email marketing, using funnels. If these words don't make sense, don't worry, we'll get to it. But all of those pieces are included in this platform to help those people get started. And so this is just an introduction today of what that platform looks like. Our founder is Justin Belababa, and he is a brilliant gentleman. You'll see here he went to Harvard, graduated magna cum laude, developed a software company, and then he developed a health clinic, or actually 100 virtual health clinics that were sold to a private equity group in 2016, which left him with lots of time on his hands and friends who do this computer programming stuff and who are really great at it. And so he decided to start helping entrepreneurs, and that's how NowSite was born in 2017. And I will tell you that we have doubled every single year since then. So we're still relatively new. We haven't made it over that 5-year mark, but we are growing. We have, let's see, over 25,000 members, subscribers, people who are using the platform in 130 different countries. We've grown. We were at 20 software designers, and we've grown again. I know they just did a big hire the last 2 months. I can't even tell you what the number is at, but the company is growing, and they're keeping up with that doubling growth. A lot of times you see growing pains. Not these guys. They are pushing the edge. They're pushing the envelope, and really providing us up-to-date current tools and constantly improving on the systems that we have available to us. So great support behind us with the company. Our mission is really, we believe that by building innovative technology, we can level the playing field and allow everyone to succeed. Those are words from Justin Belababa himself. That's their mission as a company on how they can support small business owners around the world. What we do know, at least prior to COVID, is that 90% of consumers will go online to research purchases before they buy. And in fact, I think that number has even gone up because of the pandemic around the world. People aren't going out to price compare in stores. They're doing it online. And if we don't have an online presence, we're not in business. I believe it was Bill Gates that said, yeah, you're not in business if you don't have a website, at least a website. You may not be doing all the other stuff, but you at least need a website. It's the storefront or the shingle that says, hey, I'm open for business. And now what that website looks like or what features it has or does is not as important. It's just that static page that says, here's who I am, here's how you reach me, here's my contact information, and here's where you can link to me on social media. Because so much activity is happening on social media, more so than on our websites. But what we have learned the hard way, many of us who've been shut down on Facebook or shut down on LinkedIn or shut out of different social media platforms, is that we need to meet people through social media platforms, but then we need to get them into our own database and get them accessing our own website, because then we control it. We're not at the mercy of those companies that have set rules or made changes and they shut us down. I know I have a following of about 9,500 in my herbalist group on Facebook, and I'm always at risk of somebody making a disease claim within that platform and they shut me down. I lose all those folks. So I'm on a mission to get those people out of Facebook and into my own email CRM. So if you're in that boat, stick with me, because we're going to talk about how we do that. The other thing that we're kind of covering, I will say, is that we're talking about branding and marketing, not necessarily sales. Every business needs sales. We have to make sales. But how do we get to the point of making the sales? You don't just show up in the room and say, okay, I'm selling cosmetics today. Who wants to buy them? People aren't going to buy from you. People buy from people they know, people who are like them. People buy from people when they know what their why they're doing what they're doing, why they're in business. Or even, people don't buy from you until they know you care, right? There's that old saying, I don't care what you know until I know that you care. And so what we're talking about today is really more about marketing and branding yourself, you and your business, how you show up online, and how do you do that? And what are the tools that you use, or those tools that you need to be able to do that? And so that's what we're talking about here. The reason I have Apple up on the screen is because Apple has done it beautifully. They've been around. In fact, in the early years, I don't even know that they had price tags on their phones or computers or tablets when you would go into an Apple store. They just had them. They allowed you to touch them, to feel them. They have the exclusivity of it. They did launch parties with when they were announcing a new phone. Steve Jobs would get up on stage and he'd give the whole philosophy of the company, the mission, and they would do these massive launches. Well, this is now available to us as small business owners because we can do these launches online. We can create that image of our brand online, just like Apple does. And they're not in front of you, saying, buy my phone, buy my phone, buy my phone. There's this club, this exclusivity about Apple, and we build exclusive, sleek lifestyle products to cover your music, to cover your phones, to cover your computer services. They've developed that lifestyle, and people keep coming back to them, not about their price. And it's not about any particular product. It's a lifestyle. You're creating a group of people that come together. And that's what we're going to do with this platform. So how do we get started? We have access to all these different social media platforms, and we've really leveled the playing field. Our platform allows you to link to these social media platforms. You can do a post in one place, maybe on your blog, and it can land in 3 or 4 other places. So we're going to get into how we do that. Some of the features that we are going to see today, there's actually 6 different features. The first 2, they help us to attract prospects. Online ads, retargeting, SEO marketing, how you show up online with your ads to attract people into your website or into your email funnel. Number 2 is communicate with them. How do we communicate? It's through the website, through email, through newsletters, blogging, and content marketing. Now, don't worry, you don't have to create all of this stuff. We actually have it in there. We have pre-built email campaigns for you. We have website templates already built for you. So basically, you're taking your photo, your information, probably information off your resume or your social sites that you already have. You're copying and pasting in here, and it's so easy. You don't need to understand computer language. You don't even need to understand marketing. We're going to do that for you, and we're actually going to help you position your website so it gets recognized online. And then the next area is tracking and measuring. If you want to know that it works, how's it working? Where's your data coming from? We help you do that. Some of us don't get bogged down there, but it is available and it is in the platform. So what do those look like if I break that down even more? Now you know what they do, but what are they? So retargeting, ad pins, social media, blog posting, CRM or database of your contacts, and then creating email campaigns. Some of those words may make sense, may not, but let's get into each and every one of them. So retargeting is, have you ever went to buy a pair of shoes or you went to book a trip and then all of a sudden you notice every ad on your phone, every ad on your computer, every time you open up a new site, you're getting an ad for that trip to Orlando or for those red shoes that you were looking to buy. Somebody has retargeted you through something maybe called a cookie. You might have seen we accept cookies. You click that and then they know where you are. They leave a little footprint, a little breadcrumb on your computer that allows them to come back with information that you've been searching for, that you're interested in, and that's called retargeting. We have that in our system. So when you put up your website, you will have one retargeting ad with your main website, and you can add one for each additional website or landing page that you want. So you have as much retargeting available to you as you're interested in using. Secondly, we have ad pins, and ad pins are optional. They aren't built into the platform. There is an additional cost for it. It's the only thing that's not included that I'm going to show you today. But the reason I start off with it is because many of us are familiar with that kind of marketing. You may have already been placing Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads somewhere looking for people, maybe even a local little community newsletter or ads on different directories if you're part of an organization. So you're familiar with ads. So I want to start there because then this will make the most sense. So ad pins, the way that we do it, it's called proximity marketing. So you can drop an ad pin in a location and expand from there. The interesting thing about our ad pins is that when you write an ad one time, you use our platform, we have images, a gallery of photos for you to use. Our software helps you actually walk through and learn how to create those ads. It will create the ad both for a cell phone and for like a computer screen or a tablet. So you create it one time and it can go out to any social media platforms. If someone is searching for your keywords, your ad can show up. You don't have to choose to advertise in Facebook or choose to advertise in Instagram. Automatically, you have access to hundreds of different social media sites, and it's all based on the keywords when you set up your ad. Now we're purchasing ads, more than 1 million ads a month, and we resell them to our subscribers so that it's very affordable, inexpensive advertising for you. Plus, you have access to all these different social media platforms. So we've made it make more sense for the small business owner to go ahead and advertise. So what does that look like? Let me walk you through how simple it is. In our ad editor, in the back of the platform, you can go ahead and set up your ad. And like I said, the different sizes matter. And then this is what it would look like on the phone on the left. Here's your ad, looks like any other ad. You can even, with proximity marketing, you're going to pick a location. So you may pick the entire US, you may pick the entire world, but when most people have the most success is when they target an area. So it could be a geographic area like Dallas, Texas, or I live close to the Mall of America. I could drop an ad pin on the Mall of America and say, I want to target businesses because there's hundreds of businesses in the Mall of America. I'm looking for those businesses that maybe want to do some social media advertising. And I can run my ad so that it just targets anyone in that area that clicks on or uses the word social media or social posting. And I'm targeting those business owners. I could also do another ad for that same area, the Mall of America, and I could target people who are shopping for something in particular if I had a product that I wanted to sell. Because those folks that are shopping in stores, we know that they're going online to compare prices. And so if they put in a keyword that is relevant to my product, they're going to get my ad. And I know they're shoppers. I'm definitely targeting people who are shopping by zeroing in on that ad pin over the Mall of America. You might be a real estate agent, a plumber, TV repair person. You can put an ad in your geographic area and say, go out 5 miles, go out 10 miles. Here's my service area. And you'll target people who are searching for plumber, TV repairman, or real estate in that area. So we can get very specific in geographic area as well as what it is that we're looking for or what someone might be looking for using those 10 keywords. In addition to that, we have advanced targeting where we could even say, I want women between the ages of 50 and 70, or I want somebody who is a business professional. You can identify more of the traits if you know what your ideal buyer is. You can zero in on those people who are putting that in their profile so that you're even more accurate with who's seeing your ads. In addition, you could even say, I want this to run after 5 p.m. because my client, my ideal customer works during the day and I know they're not online looking at social media until after 5 p.m. So only show my ad to this person, this demographic, this location between 5 and 10 p.m. So now you're focusing in your ad dollars and really maximizing them. And then the last step in that, after you pick your area, you identify who they are, you just hit start broadcasting and it goes out to anyone using those keywords. It doesn't matter if it's an iPhone, an Android, tablet, desktop, laptop, none of those things matter. It's based on the criteria that you put in there and those folks will have access to it. Pretty simple. The other thing about ads is that they show up on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter as a completely clickable link, meaning it's not just a stagnant ad that says, 2-bedroom, 3-bath, click here or call this number for more information. These are actual landing pages. These ads become landing pages that people can click on. You can see on the right, that's what our ad would look like on just like any other ad that you might see. The difference is on ours, they're clickable. So a person can click, say, a video. This Dave Poole in Dallas, Texas, he has a video there on the right-hand side. It says, take a tour with David Poole. He has videotaped that. So someone could click on it and actually watch a video right from the ad. The other thing they could do is if they want more information, they can put in their name, phone number, email, whatever you want to ask. If it's just email, that's fine. You don't have to ask for all three. But when they put their information in that little call to action box, the pink arrow there, it goes directly into your CRM, into your database. So now you have a way of following up with them, not just today, but continuously. If you've set up an automated email that goes out every day or every 6 days or however often you want it to go out, you will stay in touch with them. So the idea is this platform puts you in front of your buyers when they're thinking of buying, and you don't gather up all those business cards and they're sitting on your desk or have all those names written on little pieces of paper and trying to figure out how to follow up with them and sending individual texts. Many of these processes you're able to automate by using this tool. Speaking of CRM and database, how does that work? Not only do they put themselves in there, they will add themselves through your social media posts, through your advertising. When they put name and email in for more information, it goes directly into your CRM. You too can take your information from another platform that you might be using, from your cell phone. You can download it and load it into here so you can get all your contacts in one place and start advertising to them daily, weekly, monthly, however often you want to. So building that database is so important because we know that the number of people in our database correlates directly to our income. What does that database look like? Here's an old snapshot. I don't have a current one. I was updating my slides before I hopped on here. But we're constantly adding more categories here. Right now, you can call, email, and text directly from directly from your database. We can keep track of information on folks. Also, whenever something gets sent out, even if it's automated, it will date timestamp it and put it in there so you know the last time they received something. You can click on what was sent to them if it was an automated, so that if you do go to call follow up, you go, did you get my email about blah blah blah? You know what it is, so you're educated. You know. Remember what I said, people don't care what you know until they know that you care. This is a way to build the relationship with them, because if you know everything that you've been sharing with them and you can follow up and just ask some questions about it, you'll know if they've read it. You'll be able to answer any questions they may have about that if they've already engaged about it. So you get those cues beforehand. So it makes follow up with your clients even easier, and you keep them all in one place and have automated systems to be able to follow up with them. Remember what I said? Your email is in direct correlation to your income. On average, one subscriber is worth $1 per month. But since you're new, let's say it's 50 cents. We haven't really built you haven't built an email campaign, you haven't been utilizing it. But for people who are working email is not dead. Many of us think it is, but it's the way that we can stay in touch with people. It may not be as quick. They won't see it like a text immediately, but when they do get to it and they look at it, people are likely to act on it. It creates that relationship with folks. 1,000 subscribers on your email list could easily mean $500 a month for you, and so on and so on. 5,000, 2,500. It grows. And you don't have to take my word on that. You can actually go to Mr. Google, Google the genius, and type in there email list correlate to dollar amount, or how much money can I make with my email list? And you will find article after article, people who have done studies and research on this. We know it to be true because so many people are using social media and building those lead lists or building their database of people, and they have the data on it now. And Google has everybody's data, so they're the ones that know. 62% of customers are generated online, and these statistics do come from Google. And I know statistics can do anything, but Google does have the data. They're actually tracking this stuff. They can pull it right out. They know where the information is coming from. Offline, it's just 38%. And those numbers have probably even gone up because of the pandemic. More and more people are going online. So it's no longer optional. I hope that that makes sense, and that's kind of landing with you, that the urgency or the necessity of us getting online is real. It's true. It's happening right now. So if you're not showing up professionally online, let us help you. I mentioned email campaigns. We have it built in there. So we have graphics you can see there, and I'm going to show you even a few more. These are kind of some emails where you can create a different header. You can put in different fonts. You can put in different colors. We have a gallery of images that you can use. You can develop your own newsletter template and just send it out as a newsletter every month. If you're doing blog posts, you can create a blog post template so that you just attach your blog post to it, and it says, "Hey, I thought you might find this interesting." You can actually develop a campaign where every single email is different. And we have some done for you ones that you just rework to match your product or service, add in your header and your contact information. You don't have to know it all. It's there for you to actually to use and develop for your systems. Why is this important? It's how we build the relationship. It's how we create trust with people and how we win them as a customer. Because when we're in front of them, when they're ready to make that buying decision, then that's how they choose us. There's many, many, many real estate agents out there. I mean, if you think back to the time when you picked a real estate agent, how did you choose them? Was it the last person you saw, the last person you spent time with, the last person who sent you something in the email? It usually has to do with how often you get contacted or have a touch with that person. And what we're doing is setting that up for you to have more touches with your clients or customers. I covered a lot and I talk really fast. You might have to go back and watch this on slow motion, but here's what I said. We have retargeting ads that actually help us to feed into our email campaign and into our database and into our email campaigns, and allowing us to text and follow up. The one that I haven't covered yet is the social media piece of it, which I'm sure is why a lot of you are here. Social media is really about content marketing. It's to develop those people that know, love, and trust us, or develop more people who can know, love, and trust us, so that they can do business with us. And the way that we do that is we provide them value. We provide them valuable information that is relevant to your product or service so that it positions you as an expert. That's all content marketing is. Now, it doesn't have to be content that you wrote or you created, but it is content that you curate. You may go out and you look for it online. You might find it online and then share it with them. And then keeping that content on your blog as a blog post makes it readily available for people all the time. Your website becomes a resource for people to go look at, whether it's they want to look at, stories about plumbing and water leaking and when you should winterize your home, or they want to look at travel, like what are the best travel tips for Europe or Asia, or whatever it is your product or services. Your website becomes a resource, but you're not writing the content. You're utilizing what's already out there. And I want to show you how we do that. We start with artificial intelligence. Our artificial intelligence goes out and searches for information based on the keywords that you set up in your website when you create it. So the artificial intelligence knows what you want to share, and it will find articles and videos and images relevant to your product or service. And then it's as easy as sharing it. And we do that through a process called 3-click marketing. 3-click marketing allows you to do all of your social media posting in less than 5 minutes every morning or afternoon, whenever you do yours. Oftentimes I'm doing it at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning as soon as the new stuff gets posted for the day, because I'm still up. But many people actually see the morning, they don't sleep through it. So whenever it works for you, you can do your 3-click marketing. But the artificial intelligence works overnight to find you that data. And you'll notice here that I have a pink arrow that shows these two little arrows over here. Those arrows will give you 2 posts or images or videos every day, some combination of those 3, but you'll get 2 every day for every active artificial intelligence website you're running. If you can have websites or landing pages that don't have AI on them, so it has to have the AI turned on. And when it does, you'll get 2 posts regarding your 10 keywords. You can view those posts. It gives you a little bit here. You'll notice it says there's a 62% match right here. It says 62% match. It gives you an idea of how much that article or image matches your keywords. In this case, it's a 62% match. Gives you a little brief highlight of it, description of it, and then down here, those 3, if you click on that, you can actually view the content. So if you don't know if it's something you want to post, or you want to make sure it's in line with you, or even if you want to grab a snippet of it and share it in the description on Facebook so it encourages people to go read further, you can do that. I often do that and take a little bit extra time reviewing those posts and commenting on them. So I engage with my people more. So this article here is about using your camera to save endangered species. And so I have a travel landing page or a travel website. And so, yeah, this is something that I would want to use. All I would do here is click post. When I do that, this screen pops up and it says, would you like to add this content to your website blog? If you click yes, this screen pops up and it says, your blog is done. That was it. It posted it right away. So it took that article and it created a link and it stuck it into a container on your website called blog. And here's what it looks like. Check out our blog. And then these are blog posts that I have done. Now, I've not written any of these, but I have hundreds of them on my website all about travel. And here's that one about endangered species. So people can click on it. If they return to your blog later, they can see that. But in the meantime, what we really want to do is get it out there to social media to try to create engagement. So the next screen, click number 2 that comes up is this. It says, do you want to post to social media? Now you have the option of posting to Facebook, LinkedIn, or Twitter on your computer. If you're using our app on your phone, you can also post to Instagram. Instagram has some technical language that doesn't allow it to post from the computer directly at the moment, but you can still post to Instagram, but you'll be doing those posts from your phone, from the app, versus sitting at your computer and doing it. From here, you can actually change the URL of that article that you're posting and own it. So for me, I always put bucket list, save endangered species, because my website is called Living My Bucket List. So somehow I put bucket list at the beginning or the end. So I know that it came from me, that I shared that article with them. You can click in Facebook. I have several pages, about 5 different business pages. So you can turn off your personal page if you don't want to click to there. You can turn on which Facebook business page or fan page you'd like to use. You can also post to LinkedIn and Twitter at the same time, or you could pick one of them instead of Facebook. So you tailor it to what it is that you want to do. And then when you're ready, you just click post and this screen pops up. What? Email? Where did it go? It automatically posted that blog post to that social media platform. Now, I will tell you the one screen I'm missing is when it posts to Facebook, a screen will pop up and give you the opportunity to put a blurb in there or add hashtags or something of that nature. And if you have a minute at the end, stick around. I will happily show you a live version of this. Right now, I'm just doing it through images, but I can show you that other middle step that we don't have here in the images. And then the last choice, click number 3, is do you want to email this? And what that does is it'll take the blog post and stick it into an email template and send it out to everyone who's in your database that you've allocated for travel. Now, I run my herb site, my travel site, and my Now site all from my same platform. I have 3 different businesses I'm running from here. And they're segmented into people who are interested in travel, people who are interested in herbal remedies, and people who are interested in business management. So this will email the people that are set up and targeted with this landing page. So it helps you to keep your data organized. The last screen you'll see every day for your social media posting is this. It gives you a countdown of 3 minutes. So remember I said it's 5 minutes to actually do your social posting. It took us about 2 minutes to look at that post, review it, go ahead and post it. And then the last click, it will pop up a timer with 3 minutes on it, completing your 5 minutes, so that you can go out there and maybe comment on some posts, reply to other people's comments. It's just setting aside that 5 minutes a day, allocating that focus time for you to do your social media and follow up with folks. Now, if you're long-winded like me, you may take a few extra minutes to write or answer questions. Or if you have a lot of traffic that day, it may take you longer than 5 minutes, but we're just encouraging you to hold that time, that focus for 5 minutes. And we help you do that by just creating, here's the link to your Facebook page, here's the link to your Twitter, here's the link to your LinkedIn. You can go out there, do your 3, 4, 5 minutes, and then come back and you'll be right back in your platform and you're either done for the day or you're ready to go to your CRM and start following up with folks. And lastly, measure results. That's what we do. And I'm not even going to go into that because I'll tell you, Google Analytics does it best and it's all in your back office. And you can take a look at that when you get to that point. When you have some analytics to look at, just know that it's in there. I did cover a lot. Here's what we covered, all the different marketing essentials for online marketing. We talked about social media and some of these icons here you may recognize, you may be using them. In fact, you may have started with their free version and all of a sudden your list is grown and they want $100 to do your Infusionsoft, or they want more money to send out more emails through MailChimp because you get a limited number a month. So each of these companies, they do have a free version and they're not always integrated. So you have to figure out how to integrate them, start with the free one, get ready to upgrade. And your costs can be in excess of $500 to $2,500 a month. I know I was spending around $300 a month on the various services that I was using. All gone. I've switched it to this and I'm saving so much money on my marketing. So we covered all of them. And what all I need you to know from that slide is that it's all in here. We have social media, blog posting, emails. We have the websites and landing pages, unlimited, depending on which package you're interested in. The entry level, you have a limit, but our advanced, we only have 2 choices. Our advanced package, you have unlimited websites, unlimited landing pages. It's unheard of in the industry. Then we have the SEO marketing, it's built in there. We have the retargeting ads, and then we also have the database and the analytics for you. So everything that you need is in there. But guess what? Even with all of that, if that's not good enough, we'll reward you for doing your own marketing. Every time you do a blog post, we pay you $1. If you're doing some information, if you're sharing information with people out there, we pay you. We have a rewards program. It's unheard of. Usually you have to spend money to get rewarded. You have to spend money at the airlines and you get airline miles that you can use later. You spend money on your credit card and then they give you $2 for every dollar you spend in rewards dollars so that you can book something later. Well, technically you are a member here and you're paying a subscription. So I guess in a way you're paying for it, but we reward you for doing your own marketing to market you. Our label, our information, it's not on anything. It's all your marketing, but we pay you to do that. I'm not going to go deep into it, but when you do that, depending on what activity you're doing, you'll get paid to do it. Here, let me actually skip up ahead to this one. Here's how it works with NowSite Marketing. You can grow your business online using our marketing platform, and you earn rewards dollars for every marketing activity. What can you redeem them for? Travel. I am a travel junkie. I know most of us entrepreneurs are. The reason we have our own businesses is so we can travel. I mean, am I wrong? So here we're actually going to pay you to travel. If you want to. And then we have a service that you can book that travel through using those rewards that will save you money in booking that travel. I'm not going to get into it. It's really not our business model, but it's just an add-on so that we encourage folks to use the system. And I hope you'll find benefit in doing that. It's just an added value that we offer. All right, so 99% of direct salespeople do not have a professional online marketing presence. Is that you? If it is, I know why. It's costly, it's complex, it's really hard to figure it out. How do you get going? I can address the costly piece of it. What does it cost, right? That's the number one question we always ask after you see this, especially with so much information in there. Well, I'm going to make it super simple for you. It's $47 a month, and that gets you 3 marketing campaigns with 10 websites. In addition to that, you'll have 3 done for you campaigns. Those are those email campaigns that are already written, and you can adjust them to your product or service, but it gets the mind going and it helps you to develop them. So there's no more excuses. You can have a website, you can have a database, you can start marketing on social media, and you can have an email campaign that's already done for you with 5 to 7 different emails written in it. Also, you can ditch that free mail service that you've been using that charges after you get over 500 emails or limits you to 100 emails a day. Our email marketing allows you 15,000 emails a month. So you'll have plenty of emails to get you started at that level. Level 2 is the entrepreneur package. It's $87 a month. And here you have unlimited social marketing campaigns. That's the one that I use because I have both my niece and I have a niece and a nephew who I've given websites to. They run it through my site, but it costs them nothing. And I'm engaging them. I'm getting them online to market their arts and crafts. You can use one for your church if you have a church that needs it, or a church group or a Bible study group that wants to have a website put up. I provide one for them for free. Doesn't cost anything, doesn't cost me anything. It's already included in there. Plus, I have 4 of my own sites that I'm running artificial intelligence on and hope to build that even higher. In here, you get the retargeting ad, and you do get the 15,000 emails as well as the done for you campaigns. Everything is in here. You'll notice the retargeting ad isn't in the starter package, but it is in the entrepreneur level. You can save even more money if you pay for it upfront. If you pay a whole year in advance, you're good to go for 12 months, gives you plenty of time to get started. You save another 20%. And those reward dollars go directly into your reward account. So if you paid $444 today, you'd have $444 to book travel right today. You could probably get a hotel room or two down in Florida if you're needing to get out of the weather, or if you're down there in the heat and you need to come up for a hike in the Midwest, you could go that way too. So we're actually paying you after you get started helping yourself with marketing. Easy peasy. The last function or feature that we offer is something called Marketing Pro. This is intimidating. I know it's a lot of information, and it's super easy. It's all drag and drop. You don't have to know anything about it. But if you're still a little bit on the fence or intimidated because you don't know if you can do it, we have a hand-holding marketing professional. We call them the Marketing Pro nerds, and they will actually get online with you one-to-one for $47 a month. You get a 40-minute marketing specialist that you can talk to. And just as an added bonus, we give you 1,000 text messages a month. In addition to that, if you have a virtual assistant, and you want to have a separate email account for them, you can have a second email. It's included in here. And then you get those instant rewards that I was mentioning to you. It does say sign up by January 11th, and that's not, it's still going. This was a test market that they were doing, but it's still, it's $47 a month. You still get all of that stuff when you get started. If you want to take advantage of that, you just add it on to your subscription account. What we found is that was the number one concern for folks is, I'm not getting started, or it's really hard for me to follow the videos to do it, or I'm not available when there's videos. Live people actually will walk through this. You can tune into a live demonstration and follow along and create a website with them, but it doesn't work for my schedule because I work different hours. So there were all of these reasons that roadblocks for people to get started, and now we just got rid of all of those roadblocks. You can either tune into the 60, 70 hours a week that we have of online services, Zoom calls, video trainings. That's all still there, but now we have this. Now we have one-to-one training. Now, I don't know about you, but I really doubt that you'd be able to find an individual that you could meet with for 40 minutes for $47 that would build a website in 40 minutes. And I've had many, many people do this. They get on their call, they have another landing page, they show it to them, or they have their bio, their information, their photo, and the Marketing Pro will actually get an entire website set up for you, or an entire email campaign set up for you. They get you rocking and rolling and get you completed in that 40-minute period. We call them nerds for a reason. They know their stuff. So we're trying to take all the intimidation out, as well as the cost. We've really made it affordable for folks, small business owners, entrepreneurs, that type of thing. And if that's not enough, you can get yours for free. But I don't know that I really want to tell you how you're going to get yours for free. Okay, maybe I will. This is an affiliate product. If you tell a few of your friends about it and they decide they want to use this platform, you get yours for free. I'm not going to go into that any further because this isn't an affiliate program. I just want you to know that it's available. And that's why I do these lectures every Friday, do these presentations every Friday, is so that you don't have to. If you want to get yours for free, you invite your folks to come see this presentation. If it works for them and we can help them get signed up, after you get 3 people signed up, you'll generally get yours for free. It's 3 to 5 people. It depends on which platform they sign up for. But you get a few folks, you share it with a few folks. Target doesn't reward you for that. Most of those places that you go shopping for your shampoo, your groceries and whatnot, they don't reward you for that. But here we do. We are the champions of small business owners. And if we can help you succeed, we're going to do everything that we possibly can to help you succeed. This is just one more way. We can get your system in there for free. We can get you started and up and running and showing up professional online in just a few hours. Better. We have the guarantee as well. You know, if it doesn't work for you, we're on a month to month. There's no contracts. Many of these services that you sign up for are contracts. If it just doesn't make sense for you after the first month, you can't figure it out. You met with the marketing pro and it's just not going to work for you, you're out. There's no additional expense for you. So just know that we stand behind our product and we plan to do good by all the entrepreneurs that are out there online. All right, we made it to the end. Oh my gosh. I'm going to stick around for questions and answers, but I will tell you, if you are interested in this or you're curious about how this could work for your business, please get with the person who invited you or come back, bring a friend, show up on a Friday meeting or a different meeting just to get more information. We have what I understand is to be the only all-in-one digital marketing platform powered by artificial intelligence that includes the support that we have, that has the team concept. You can actually create stuff and share it with your team if you're in network marketing. And then we also reward you. We reward you for promoting your business, for doing your business. So we hope to see you somewhere in a NowSite marketing platform or NowSite marketing presentation sometime in the future. And thanks for being with us today.